Good morning. Hi. Welcome to the Living in Partnership with Spirit show. I'm Ingrid Turner, your ever grateful host. Happy to be here today. Thanks so much for jumping on and for joining in. I'm a spiritual medium. That means I use the modalities of psychic and mediumship to express the divine. Okay. I'm also the founding minister of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Bhava Spiritual Mission. It's a nonprofit religious organization that I recently started. And the whole purpose of that organization is to help you connect directly with the divine using the modalities of psychic and mediumship and channeling. That's the way that we do it. So if you're interested in that or interested in learning more about me, please visit my website. It's ingridhturner.com. So it's my first name, Ingrid, INGRIDHTURNER.com. All right. If you are listening over to the archive of this show on Blog Talk Radio or Spreaker or iHeartRadio or YouTube, I encourage you to join our Facebook group. It's Living in Partnership with Spirit. So it's the same name as the show. So you'll just pop that into Facebook search. It'll come right up. Before I get started, I want to talk to you about my friend Ian and his company, Listening to Smile. And the reason I want to do that is because Ian and I are close. We form partnerships over the years, and we always are looking for new ways to work together. And he's an incredible human with an incredible business. And he has come on to help support the Living in Partnership with Spirit show. Yay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm getting a clog in my throat. Okay, we're better. So Listening to Smile, let me talk to you a little bit about that. Listening to Smile is a company that Ian formed that does sound healing, frequency healing, sacred frequency. His music is powerful. I've done a meditation over one of his tracks, which you can find on my website or on my YouTube channel. And it's frequency-based music. He's also got this really cool program where it's an affiliate program. So with the affiliate program, what that means is he brings people on to do sound healing meditations, and he's got all of the equipment for you. He's got all the promotional materials, like kind of everything in a box. So if you're interested in working in a spiritual business, you want to figure out how to break in, this is a really amazing way to do that with a really amazing person who I can personally recommend to you. He's done amazing things. He continues to do amazing things. He's a poet, he's a writer, he's a musician, he's a freaking like a Renaissance man. So check out his website. It's listeningtosmile.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm even going to show you a cool little slide here to give you. So here he is. Listening to Smile. If you go to listeningtosmile.com, you can even check out his tracks. You can demo them and then you can buy them. They're like $10 or $12 somewhere in there each. If you use the code Ingrid Turner, then you get 10% off any of the tracks. So that's really cool. And then there's a little blurb of the join the team, help us spread good vibes. So go to his website, listeningtosmile.com. Check him out. If you love it, let me know you went there. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let him know that I sent you over there so we can keep talking to each other and kind of understand where everybody is coming from. Okay, so listeningtosmile.com. All right, so big thank you to the fabulous Ian Morris for that. Okay, moving on. Today's topic, happiness, getting happy. I actually felt a little intimidated by this topic. I chose it because Spirit told me to talk about it. And I went, I've never gotten like a real download about that. I've never really connected with Spirit on happiness in particular. So I said, okay, well, I'll talk about it. And then my thing was, I'm just not going to think about it until I get there and trust that the information will come, Well, an hour ago, I'm sitting at my desk going, so talk to me about happiness. I mean, what do I have to say about happiness? Am I a happy person? What does happiness mean to me? Is it about what it means to me? And I always try and get myself out of the way. And tune into Spirit and get the information for you. And I was feeling not confident about that. And I was also feeling really cautious about sharing in general today, just the last couple of days. There's been this Me Too movement, which I felt has been, my personal feelings on it are right on. We're talking about this and we're sort of like really seeing the magnitude of it, but the language has been called into question. And I've seen some people that I really respect and love kind of have way different viewpoints on it. And I've even seen some blow-ups, on some people who have had different viewpoints. So it made me kind of skitter back a little bit. The little human part of me was like, oh my God, if I say something, there's going to be backlash. But then I just have to breathe, get into trust, and just, this is what we're going to talk about. So I tuned into Spirit. I said, Spirit, Monz, whoever is out there, help me. And you know what came through first? A poem. So I thought, I'm going to start with two things. I'm going to start with a definition of happiness, and then I'm going to read you this poem that I wrote, and then we'll get talking about happiness and happiness in the spiritual sense and happiness and how it relates to the human condition. So happiness is the definition of happiness. And I wrote it down somewhere. Here it is. Happy, feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. So the information I got today about happiness was more on the contentment side, the feelings of contentment when we think of happy, not the ecstasy, not the passion, not the love, not the, exploding out. That doesn't feel like the happiness I'm talking about. The happiness I'm talking about is like, yeah, I'm happy. It's all good. We're content. That's the information that I got today. And I hope that that's accurate, but that's just to kind of help you get on the same page as me, because language is important. So I wrote, happiness is at the top of the page, and here's what came through. Happiness is the crack between body and spirit, the moments between hitting one wall and the other. Happiness is the brief moment between extremes. Between grief and ecstasy lies happiness, prim and proper, not making waves. But the stuff of life is in all the waves, raging in the fires. It's crumpled on the floor and bellowing from the rooftops. Happiness is merely the state in between the stuff of life. It's balance, boring, shallow balance. I went, oh, now you put it that way. So I kept digging, I kept looking and going, okay, show me happiness. Tell me about happiness. And here's what I got for you. I've got a little outline. I wrote it down because when I channel, I don't remember stuff. So we're going to talk about it. It's letting go of the destination of believing you will ever achieve it. You won't. And if you did, you'd immediately fall into unhappiness. So achieving our goals is what kind of makes us unhappy. Setting your life around a goal or a destination point, it takes away from our happiness. It has the opposite effect. The next part I wrote down was, pursuing your passion is the anti-happy. In the sense, we're talking about happy as contentment. Pursuing your passion creates those waves. It sets your world ablaze. It pushes you up and crashes down, and it's the stuff you crave. Humans are really looking for aren't really looking for happiness. We're looking for experience. Happiness is brief moments of reprieve in a vast, vast ocean of extreme experiences. Brief periods of happiness show up for us when we live our lives so fully and completely. But when we arrive after a rest, we energetically summon up a shift, which leads us back to the new experience that our spirit craves. Don't settle for merely happy. One of the things I remember my father saying to me when I was a little kid, having conversations with him, he was really good about that, really good about having these spiritual, esoteric, ethereal conversations. And he said, Ingrid, don't ever settle for content. And I went, okay. So I'm going to say to you, don't settle for merely happy, my friend. Don't settle for happy. Reach for the joy. Reach for the ecstasy, the love, all of that great, great stuff. Happiness is not passion. Happiness is not the joy and the ecstasy. Happiness is this little place in between. Contentment is this little place in between. You can do better than that. We can do better than that. We are here. We crave more than that. We crave better than that. We crave to experience all of it. And that's all of it in the highs and all of it in the lows. And then in between that, we get these little reprieves of happiness. So if you're looking for happiness, stop. Start looking for your passion. Start looking for your authenticity. Start looking to express the divine through your work, to show up and be of service to others, and show up and express your true will. My friend Alan Schaub talks about that, your true will. Express your true will and show up in all of it. We're here to experience the whole spectrum of emotions. The point in the middle of the wheel is happiness. And it really has nothing to do with nothing in our human experience. It's just a little stopping point. It's just a little reprieve. Embrace the craziness, embrace the storm, embrace the waves, embrace the fire. That's what we're here for. And that ultimately gives you the core of happiness, the core of contentment, when it doesn't matter what happens. You're here to experience all of it. So we stop resisting the bad and we stop chasing the good, and we sit
and we allow the experiences to take us, to work us, and we ride those waves and we ride that experience, that's the stuff of life. That's the stuff of life right there. Okay. You know me, I'm always going through this stuff real fast. I never take an hour on this show. Even when we have a guest, we're always doing it short. But I think that's okay because, I don't know, my attention span isn't that long. So yours probably isn't either. So I want to thank you so much. Thank you, Ian, at Listening to Smile, for coming on and supporting the show. And I really would love to see you go check him out and then let me know what you think. And, you know, we can go from there. And I want to remind you to join the Living in Partnership with Spirit group. It's the Facebook group is Living in Partnership with Spirit, same name as the show. If you're listening out on audio, out on the podcast, out on the distribution channels there, join us live, interact with us. You can tell me when my audio is funky and is very, very helpful. Thank you so much. And finally, please visit my website if you'd like to learn more about me. If you don't know me, it's ingridhturner.com, INGRIDHTURNER.com. Thanks, love. Mwah. Adore you.